Huh. We're up to part 7 already? That's disconcerting to me. I feel like we should have been farther, but there's a lot of things to do. So I kind of recapped a lot of stuff, and ooh, I gotta change that out. And there's a couple things I missed that I want to pick up. One of them is all the way down here in the Weeping Peninsula. Basically, this is a minor Erd tree. Minor Erd trees are bosses. I don't think you've ever killed one. They drop crystal tears for the this thing, the Flask of Wondrous Physic. They drop different crystal tears with different effects, and yeah, I really wish I had like a regular schedule with you, so that maybe you could be online and asking me questions while I'm doing this, because I feel like in that the boss fight with Margit, I feel like maybe I wasn't explaining what I was doing very well. But I don't know. I mean, that's I guess it's your call as to whether or not I explained it very well or not. You'd have to let me know. If you can get past Margit, then I did it okay, I guess. That is, if you can get past Margit without summoning me or somebody else for help. If you can just do it with the NPCs. I'm going to try really hard to not use... just to recap really quick, I teleported to the Castle Morn Rampart with the Nomadic Merchant. We got a little site of grace here. We're going to stick to the left of this mountain, and there's a guy here to fight, and this literally is like the boss of that first dungeon we went into, but he's got less hit points, so he's a little bit easier to kill. Yeah, just you can run past all of these guys. But anyway, what I was saying was I'm going to try really hard to not use other players, to not bring in other players for help, which, I'll be honest with you, I have never defeated Malekith without help, without somebody coming in and helping me. I'm not even sure off the top of my head if there is an NPC that you can summon for that fight. I think you just either have to summon other players or you have to rely on a spirit summon. But so there's like a little church up here with a sacred tear. I only came up here to get the sacred tear. Talk to Melina. Yes.
After thy death, I will give back what I once claimed, return to the lands between, grow strong in the face of death.
Huh, I don't think I've ever actually heard that dialogue before. I do not have enough runes to level up, which is fine. So from here, you can come down this hill, and we're going to head towards that tree. There is an Erd tree spirit basically at all of these little minor Erd trees, and each one drops 2 crystal tears with different effects. We want to fight this one specifically because it has a crystal tear that makes you damage resistant for 1 hit. So there's a little stake of Marika here, so if we die, we'll just respawn right there. And I believe I can summon help. Yeah. Although I don't know if the wolves are actually going to be very much help here. I haven't done this fight in a long time, actually. So, oh, look at that! That's a lot of damage. Oh my gosh! I did not get far enough away. Oh my gosh! He's moving a lot faster than I remember him moving, and yeah, I just was not prepared for that. You see, with that one hit, he almost killed all three of those wolves. The wolf, like, none of the NPC summons ever do a jumping attack. They don't evade attacks by jumping. And there are a lot of enemies that jumping is kind of a key strategy for. You'll notice I do that a lot. I do my jump heavy attack thing with a lot of bosses and even some regular puds. Okay, so I don't need to examine that to activate it for use. I think... Oh, wow. There's, like, nobody around. Well, I want to pick up my runes. And... so that attack can be evaded. Oh, that one I didn't do so well. Usually you'd jump for that one. Oh my gosh. This sucks. Yeah, it's only 2 deaths, right? I really just wanted to pick up my runes. I think... there they are. I think I might actually use a different spirit summon. I might go back to this one. The jellyfish spits out poison, so that might help. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever fought this guy without using another player for help. Oh. Okay, so we got poison. Oh. Yeah, you got to time your dodge as well. Oh, here, this sucks. Yeah, I think the jellyfish is dead. Oh, I staggered him. Oh, I got to be around the front to... Oh, we got that attack again. That attack really just is... You need to run. Oh! Well, here's another one. Remember to use target lock strategically. You don't want to... Oh my gosh. You don't want to just keep it on. You want to take it on and off. Oh my god. Did not expect that. I really should have a ranged attack for some of these fights, but... There we go. His spell is still going to go off even though I killed him. So you can see it is possible to do it just with the spirit summons. I didn't think that it would happen because I think usually I'm a little bit higher level, or I at least have my weapons upgraded a bit farther. There is no site of grace around here, so we're just going to teleport back to the Church of Pilgrimage. And we are going to switch out the tiers on our Wondrous Physic. So that restore half of maximum hit points is going away, and we're going to switch it out with this steadily restores hit points for a time. And the other slot is going to get significantly negates damage in mixed physic. Mixed physic. So basically what that will do now... Oh, I'm going to switch my guy back. And yeah, I don't need anything else at the moment. What that will do, basically, is instead of being a healing potion now, it does a little bit of healing because you'll be regenerating health, but the Opaline Crystal tier basically gives you one hit where you won't take damage. What is that? Oh, that's just a Sanctuary Stone. I love these bell towers. We are not going to interact with them for a while. Basically, they're usable once you have defeated a few bosses. And you know who the real bosses are because a real boss will drop a remembrance of who they are. Everything else, in my mind, is a mini-boss. And we're just running past all of these guys. I do like fighting them, but I just want to show you where this stuff is. I do highly recommend just like not using torrent to skate through them, but yeah, just genuinely fight them and practice fighting. They're really easy to stagger. Shield, you can do that guard counter. It's really nice. So we've got another sacred tier here. And now our healing flask will pretty much restore almost all of our health, which is another reason why I switched out the crystal tier, because we don't really need to rely on the flask of wondrous physic to restore half of our health. We basically can get most of our health back with just our regular crimson tier flask. Yeah, I wanted to apologize. I'm not keeping like a regular schedule because I'm just kind of doing this when I have free time during the day. It's unfortunate that you can't watch along and ask me questions, and because it would be really helpful for me so that I would know what I should be focusing on. So he's got a lantern, and I just always put it in this spot in my pouch. I think I think that's it for the Weeping Peninsula. There's a lot of other places around here. There's like a jail with a guy here who's actually really tough. There's a rat-infested ruins here. There's like poison ruins here, but there's no treasure here. There's a trap. There's like a teleporter trap in this tower. There's a cave here, and there's a cave here. Oh yeah, and then there's like a demi-human queen here who drops a spell. So actually, we're going to come back for her later. But there's a lot to do here. There's a bunch of stuff here too. I'm not going to go over it. And if you feel like tackling it, then I encourage you to do so. Right now, I'm trying to pick up some things before we go into Stormveil Castle. So I'm gonna get on my little horsey, and I gonna set off that alarm. No, it didn't go off. Weird. We're just gonna run through this encampment. A bunch of soldiers, a couple of dogs. They can overwhelm you if you let yourself get surrounded, but we're running past them and going up this ledge on the left because we are going into another cave, another dungeon. I don't think they follow me this far. Death-touched catacombs. So I'm going to switch to my mace. Got some root resin. I'm going to ignore that. And this is our first time fighting skeletons, I think. I don't remember. But these guys, after they fall apart, after they fall to the ground and fall apart, you need to hit them again. Notice I didn't get any runes. And now I got runes. That's because they're not really dead until you hit them while they're down. Gotta hit them while they're down. And you can hear them forming. You can hear the skeletons like coming to life. We got another guy right there. I'm just gonna lure him up because I don't want to get shot at with a bow while I'm fighting this guy. Lure him up to level ground. You know, in D&D, they always give you a bonus to... there's a bonus to your attack modifier if you're on higher ground. And that has never come into play in almost any video game that I've ever played. Like, being at higher ground has never been an advantage. Except maybe for ranged attacks. Okay. I am going to kill this guy. Kill all of the guys that appear, basically. And then I think two skeletons form right here. Not sure. Yep, I was right. 2 skeletons. You can get kind of lucky like that sometimes. That is not a skill issue. That was luck. That was pure luck. So, oh, we got a guy forming right here. The Uchi Katana, I just want to look at it really quick. This is a dex weapon, dexterity, that causes blood loss as well. There's 2 schools of thought with raising your level for combat, and that is, do you want to focus on strength or dexterity? I typically focus on strength. I feel like it just does more damage. It's more versatile for using weapons that deal strike damage. But if you're really skilled at the game, dexterity, I think, generally is the way to go, because it's faster. I think in a short period of time. Oh man, Oh, he's coming back. I don't think it's as useful just because and again, this is a personal preference thing, I think, more than anything else. I don't think there's objectively a better style. When I was first playing Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, I focused on dexterity weapons. And I suppose in Dark Souls 3, too, I used a lot of dexterity weapons. But for whatever reason, I've kind of switched to using strength. And yeah, I think it's just a personal preference more than anything else. Okay, we're going to go up and kill that archer, because he did not fall down from the ledge. He's still up there. And I do not want him pelting me with arrows. This dungeon's taking longer than I want it to. Okay. I think... Yep. There are two guys that formed over there. I think they don't... Oh, three guys. Look at that. I don't think they actually, like, pop up until you pull the lever. And I'm just going to run past them because I do not want to deal with that shit right now. Sorry, I do tend to move the camera around a lot because I'm just generally I want to glance in a direction. And if that is dizzying at all, I really apologize. So, this is a particularly difficult fight. I am going to attempt it with just the lone wolf ashes, and if for some reason I fail miserably, then I'll try and summon another player for help, but yeah, can't use a ranged attack on this guy. I think you can do a backstab, which is exactly what I wanted. He's got some weird moves, too, where he jumps, like, in slow motion, and it can really throw you off. This is... Turning out, this fight is not as hard as I thought it was. I think my wolves are just going to kill him. Oh, well. That was quick. Okay, Assassin's Crimson Dagger. This is the main reason why I decided to do this little side quest, distraction, whatever. When we defeated Margit, we got another talisman pouch, so we can have more than one talisman now. And I really wanted this to be my second talisman, because getting those backstabs and getting... being able to stagger someone and attack them, it's like those are opportunities to heal now that we have this. So yeah, I teleported back to the top, which means that I reset the world, but not my flasks and my health and stuff. So so I'm just going to talk to this guy first, help him out. Iron Fist Alexander. I think you have to interact with this guy in order to get another part of the main storyline to open up. I'm not sure. But getting that emote, I wanted to switch that emote out. So, and we're just going to exhaust all of his dialogue. He gives us some exalted flesh. Okay, so he's just going to repeat himself now. Now, the Black Knife assassin that we killed in that dungeon, he dropped a death root. I should say she, because I'm pretty sure all the Black Knife assassins are women. This doesn't do anything. It is a quest item, basically. The Beast Clergyman seeks and devours these. Can't even be used. The Beast Clergyman, found at Bestial Sanctum in the distant east, collects and devours these roots. On the night of the dire plot, blah, 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 blah. Story and lore. The story and lore is really not that important unless you want to fixate on it. There are 6 different endings for the game, and depending on which ending you want to get, some of these different story-based items are important. So I'm just going to run past him. Not that we can't fight him, I just don't want to waste any more time. And I do love how each merchant seems to have their own personality. Like this guy's startled when we show up. Like, oh, he's frightened me. He also sells a Nomadic Warrior's cookbook that will teach us how to make poison arrows, which is really what I want right now. I could stock up on 250 arrows. He's kind of apologetic, isn't he? I can spare 1,000 runes right now, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to purchase some more arrows. 1,000 runes worth. 50 arrows, not bad. Okay, let's stick with my mace. Heavy load. So I could put this on, and I won't be at heavy load. And I only thought of that because this guy also sells, he sells a bandit mask, which gives you a little bit of resistance to poison. Which I always think is kind of weird, like the way that they've always treated resistance to things like poison and stuff like that is that you basically have a bar that fills with poison, right? As you're exposed to poison, and the bar is bigger if you're more resistant to it. But if you're more resistant to it and you get affected by poison, then you're affected by the poison longer. Shouldn't it be shorter? Shouldn't the bar fill slower and deplete faster if you are resistant? I don't know. It's just something that's always kind of bothered me. Okay, kill a bunch of these undead guys, and we're going to talk to D, this little NPC here. I don't think he says much. Yeah. The village here has been touched by death. Turn back. And now we are about to do a fight where we can't summon help. We can't summon spirits. We can't... I don't think we can summon an NPC. I'm not sure if D is actually summonable or not, but actually I'm going to rest here so that I can reset all my stats, and I guess we'll find out. I'm just going to walk slowly because I think there might be a summon. Wait, can I summon wolves? I didn't think I could. Okay. I don't see a summon sign for D, but it's been a while, I think, since I did this. I am gonna I'm going to summon my wolves because they can work as a distraction. Although I seem to remember not summoning anyone for this fight. Yeah, he likes to teleport away. Oh, he went into a little alcove. There's only like 3 places he'll teleport. And that right there is one of them. Where the hell are my wolves? That little maneuver he does with the boat is kind of a staggering thing. Oh, better get away. He'll actually cause damage to the own guys that he summons. Hey, there's the one of the 3 spots that he teleports to. The third is down that way. Oh, man. How am I... Ah, there we go. You can see the boat attack. Ah. I don't know if the wolves will actually attack one of these guys when they're down. No, they won't. So, probably the smartest thing to do is to let the wolves... Let the wolves attack the skeletons. Oh, he's teleporting away. Did he go there? No, I think he went down this way again. Every time he teleports, he raises up more skeletons. So if you can do a lot of damage to him quickly, the skeletons will also die. Boom. And he drops us a death root as well. And now we can summon skeletal militiaman ashes, which I don't think I've ever used. Okay, I'm just going to look around because there are a couple things to pick up here, if I remember correctly. Not anything that's really necessary, but... Mushroom. Yeah. And then you'll see that D has reappeared here. Why we couldn't summon him, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know where his summon sign is. Accept introduction. So basically, he works for Garank, the beast clergyman, and I think that's where his dialogue repeats. Now, if you have unlocked this portion of the map, that red mark will be up by where Garank actually is. If you have not button up there, then the red mark appears here next to the third Church of America, because there's a little teleportation gate that will take us directly to Garank. But first, I'm going to go to the round table hold, and you can see that D has appeared. You haven't gone to see Garank yet, and then he just kind of repeats that dialogue. I didn't talk to this guy the last time I was here, but he basically just sells incantations. I'm going to buy this one, even though I don't have a high enough faith for it yet. But it's a heal spell, and we are going to use it later. So now I'll teleport to the Third Church of America in order to use the teleportation gate. I think I'm going to level up first, though, because I just noticed that I do have enough to level up. Man, 1, 2... I need 4 more levels to get all 20s. And you can look at your map. The sending gate is right back here. If you just run behind the church here, you can see the lines going into the gate. Travel to another location. I think before the game got a lot of updates, I think it operated really differently, because the first time I played through the game, I don't remember the game having certain things in it. So I think some things have changed, but I'm so absent-minded, and I don't pay attention to every little detail, so I have no idea what has changed and what hasn't. So when you approach this guy, you can hand over Deathroot or talk to him. I like to talk to him first, because he doesn't say anything. He's just like, oh. He's just snarling. So, if you hand over a single Deathroot, he gives you a Clawmark Seal, which will allow you to cast incantations, and a Beast Eye. The Beast Eye will quiver whenever you approach an enemy who has Deathroot, like whenever you get within a certain distance. So by bringing him 1 Deathroot, you get those 2 tools, and then every Deathroot you bring to him, he gives you a different spell. Bestial Sling is the first one he's given to us. And I'm now going to teleport down to here. Once you've given him, I think, 5 or 6 Deathroot, he'll turn hostile, and you'll have to fight him a little bit. But we're not at that point. I'm coming down here. Oh yeah, we have incantations now, so we got a little notification for being able to use it. I'm coming down here specifically because I know these guys are here, and I want to kill some of them. I have been poisoned. Not too worried about it. Huh. I wonder if I have to kill the big ones. I'm specifically looking for an item called Poison Bloom. And I think I might have to kill those guys. What's funny is that they are... they're supposed to be weak to fire. But as you can see, it did like 76 damage. I do a lot more damage with my sword. Oh, I'm almost dead. Man, I killed all the little guys and I didn't get any Poison Bloom? Oh, I died. I wasn't even paying attention to my health. I guess I should have done that, huh? There's an area that's slightly easier, actually. Oh, well, you know, I don't want to leave my runes behind, so I'm gonna Gonna go get my runes. And the main reason I want to pick up Poison Bloom is because we can make poison arrows now, but we can only make them if we have Poison Bloom. Yeah, and I thought the little guys dropped Poison Bloom because I'm pretty sure the bigger flowers drop Miranda powder, which is also a crafting material. But okay, so way back here where Sorceress Sellen is, there are a couple of these plant guys, far fewer than that little grove that I went to. But Poison Bloom, look at that. Already having better luck. Yeah, they like to do that little attack where they basically smash their head down, and yeah, you can stagger the flower, as weird as that seems. I'm pretty sure that will... Oh, he did drop Poison Bloom. He dropped 5 of them. But yeah, he dropped Miranda powder too. So yeah, I suppose this is probably a better place to farm these guys than that other place. Glowstone. And if we go to item crafting, poison bone arrow, I can make 20 of them. Right now, okay, so you need three thin beast bones and 1 poison bloom for every 10 poison bone arrows that you make. Thin beast bones are also pretty easy to come by. Down here, the isolated merchant's shack. So if you go up, this is why I should have purchased the spyglass, because then we could just look up. Did I purchase this? I did not. I did not purchase the spyglass. Well, if you look up this hill, you'll see all these sheep. And sheep typically drop thin beast bones. They, I think at most they'll drop 1. Yeah. 1. And they run away, which is kind of annoying, but you'll notice they're dropping them pretty consistently. I think that there's not, normally with a lot of enemies in this game, you have to like farm them for a while to get the items that they drop, and I think with some of these crafting materials, they've made it so that you're gonna get the stuff most of the time, because they want you to be able to craft the materials that you're going to use throughout the game. Thin beast bones also just make regular arrows, so, and it's probably a lot faster if I'm on my horse while I do this. Hey, sheep, don't run. We are your friends. Okay. And I got some more. Thin beast bones. I think that's it for now. Okay, so I could farm like 6 more and make 20 more arrows. But now I've got 50 poison bone arrows. I think that's plenty. And that's pretty much it. We're going to go back to the main gate of Stormveil. And I'm just going to introduce you to an NPC that's right around the corner here. Gostuk. So, Gostuk is kind of a wormy little guy. I highly advise that you do not kill him. While we are in Stormveil Castle, every time we die, a portion of our runes will be stolen by him. And later in the game, or really at any point, you could kill him and get those runes back. However, later in the game, he will give us a really powerful upgrade item, and we want to keep him alive until he gives us that item. So, as tempting as it may be to get some of your runes back, if you've died a lot in Stormveil Castle, hold off and wait. And I'm saying this now, in video 7, man, how did we get to 7 videos so far? Don't kill Gostok. Wormy little shit. Healed some hit points. See that? That's what we want. We want to stagger guys and get back up to full health without having to use our flasks. Yeah. So I'm just going to look at... I'm going to use all my... how'd that happen? I'm going to use all my runes. I think I might be able to level up one more time. Actually, why run all the way back when I can just check here? I need 250. Well, 241, but who's counting? I need 241 runes, and then I can level up one more time. Hey. Did you just give me what I wanted? Yeah. Okay. We're going to level up one more time, and then that's the end of this video. And the next video is going to be all about Stormveil Castle and all the fun things we can do in there and all the horrible people we have to kill. So vigor, endurance, strength, all at equal numbers. My faith is at 9. And in order to use heal, I'm going to have to raise faith at least 3 more points. Oh, you know what? I just realized that beast seal... Okay, I only need a faith of 10 to use the beast seal. The claw mark seal, excuse me. It boosts bestial incantations. I think that's it for now. So, I hope you're having fun. I'll talk to you later.